everybody, it's Amy, your Scentsy director. I just wanted to do a quick video to go over a couple of things. We just had Spring Sprint in Kansas City Saturday on Valentine's Day, and it was marvelous. Those of you that went probably hopefully feel the same way. You should have gotten if you went to Spring Sprint, you should have gotten a email with a survey. I got mine Saturday, like right when the event was done. And please do that survey, whether you liked it, didn't like it, whichever way you feel, you need to do that survey, because Scentsy doesn't know how to improve or change things unless we tell him. Me personally, it was my favorite Spring Sprint yet. I loved it. So they got back to the basics. That product kit we got was amazing. It had the tools in there basically are what they did the training on, to show us exactly how to take that thing out and use them to help our business. So I personally loved it, but I want you to fill out the survey regardless of if you loved it or not, because we all have different learning styles. So I think it's good that they change it up every year and try different things. So you please do the survey. Couple of quick things. I think Hannah already posted this on the team page. Thank you, Hannah. But I just listened to the director's call, so I'm just kind of going through the notes I took down. Leopard plug-in and God Bless warmer are sold out. So remember the stuff getting discontinued. And that list you can find in your resource tab in your workstation. That is only while supplies last. So reach out to your customers if you see one of their favorite warmers on that discontinued list. It's a great tool to reach out to them, keep your customers happy, and boost your sales this month. Tucker the Tiger is also sold out. The new buddy that's going to replace Tucker will be released soon. They didn't give us a date. They said to watch your news tab, because that's where it'll show up when the new buddy's going to be released. The new catalog starts March 1st, so if you haven't already ordered your spring and summer catalogs and your spring and summer testers, the transition kit, be sure and do that. They are 10% off this month, so if you're like me, I tend to buy I try and guess how many catalogs I'll need for the entire 6 months, and I order them all at once since they're 10% off. So like I already ordered 10 sets of the catalogs just because, I don't know, if I'm going to save a little bit of money, I don't know, I'm a sucker for saving money. So be sure you'll need to get your spring and summer catalogs ordered, and your spring and summer transition testers. If you can't afford the party testers, just get the mini testers. So if you haven't already done that. With that being said, the new catalog is fabulous. It will launch March 1st, but there's a couple of warmers due to the port issues that we're still seeing. If you Google the port issues, you'll see that it's way worse than what we're even seeing it, because since he's doing such a fabulous job in handling the port issues, that I don't think until I Google it and watch the videos, I didn't realize how bad it really is. But I feel so blessed that we're affected so little, thanks to Scentsy corporate taking such good care of us. But with that being said, the Chasing Firefly warmer and the baseball warmers, due to port issues and labor slowdowns, have been delayed until April 1st. I'm trying to get clarification, but I am 99% sure you can't even order them until April 1st. But I'm not 100% sure on that. So when I find out that for sure, I'll let you know. But also pay attention to your news tab, because that's where that information should go. But they did verify they're delayed till April 1st. I'm just not quite sure if that's for ordering or for shipment. But I'm thinking for shipment, maybe to cause less problems with customers having to wait so long. But that's just my 2 cents, so I'm not totally sure on that. A couple of, let's see here. Oh, okay, with Spring Sprint, we all know convention in Vegas is coming up. I am so excited, especially since the Spring Sprint was so great. I'm hoping they carry through with what they did at Spring Sprint onto this I call it convention, but it's called reunion. So when I say convention, think reunion, or convention/reunion. That's going to be in Vegas at the MGM Grand. It's July 21st through the 24th. 21st through the 23rd. The information's already in your news tab. So if you it's a great thing to go, and I just this year I'm just even more excited about it than normal. Number one, I like to go to Vegas. But number two, they've gotten room blocks at the MGM. Those rooms are only going to be $125, which is a great rate. Usually, those of you that have been to reunions or convention in the past, sorry, I have not been feeling good for about 2 weeks. Those of you that have been in the past know that the room blocks, the hotels for the room blocks are usually around $150 because they're usually downtown, and so they're normally like $200 a night rooms, but they've secured the rate for $125. I did read in the fine print, it looks like there's a $10 a day resort fee, so I guess you could really say that's $135. You can book 4 people to a room. They've changed it this year. Now, this has never really affected our team because I've never went in and booked a bunch of rooms for the whole team and then transferred them over, because you guys are responsible and you've always booked the rooms yourself. So I don't foresee this really being a problem with our team, but because of some of the issues in the past, with some people booking like 10 rooms and then they cancel at the last minute because they don't need them, that took rooms away from some of you or some of like me that tried to book a room and didn't get it, and then we find other ways or another room to get. And so then Cincy loses money because when they get those special prices, they have to fill those rooms. So you can only book 1 room per consultant. So even if nobody can book more than 1 room. And if you're booking for more than 1 person, you need to have the names of all the guests when you do that. And that room block, it opens tomorrow. It opens Tuesday the 17th. I don't know an exact time. All they told us on the director's call is to watch your news tab because that's when it will become available to book those room blocks. Now, Orville said at Spring Sprint, unlike past years, there are plenty of rooms at MGM. Now, with me saying that, don't think, oh, I don't need to worry about it. I am going to be watching the news tab all day and booking as soon as I can, just because I don't like to leave things to chance, and I want to just have it taken care of. So even with that said, I would still, if you're going to go ahead and book it. Even if you're not totally sure, go ahead and book it. You can cancel it later. You don't have to pay money up front if it's like it's been in the years past to book your room. You just secure the room, and then as long as you cancel it in time, you're okay. So even if you're kind of on the fence, go ahead and reserve that room just so you're safe. Just read the fine print to make sure I'm correct, because I haven't seen the fine print yet to make sure it's like in past years that you can actually cancel it with no penalties and all that. That's how it's always been in the past, though. Let's see. So tomorrow, Tuesday, February 17th, book your room at the MGM. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, I can get a room cheaper in Vegas, here, there, or the other. I can tell you that a lot of the people that last time it was in Vegas stayed elsewhere had problems. They were, then you have to pay for transportation, or you have to deal with monorail, or you have to walk. Then you're late to training. Then you have to haul all that product, because you get a lot of free stuff at convention. You have to haul all that stuff back to your room. If you're tired during a break, you can't go to your room. And then you're all in my room, which is okay. I'm just kidding with you. But so for me personally, now I'm not saying don't stay somewhere else if you're if money's tight and you find a super great deal. But for me personally, paying a little bit more is well worth the convenience at convention to be right there where it is. But that's just my 2 cents. You guys, if you're going single person, we have the Boot and Wicks convention page. You guys can partner up and share rooms with 4 people, and then that cost wouldn't be bad at all. So just main thing is book your room, and then convention registration starting later than normal this year. It will open up April 1st, so that'll be the next date you want to put on your calendar. I booked my flights last night. I found them on Southwest for about $280 per person, which to me is really cheap. I think the last time it was in Vegas, I paid I don't know, but I paid more. The last time I went to Vegas, I paid $400. But I personally don't like Allegiant. And all I'm going to say about that is pay attention to the fine print if you are looking at flights now. And I would start looking at flights. If you're sure you're wanting to go, I would go ahead and get your flights booked. I am going the Saturday before reunion and coming back the Saturday after. Figure out what you're going to do and get those flights booked, because the closer it gets to the actual convention, the higher the flights will be. So, but my flights are booked. I booked them last night. And Allegiant seems cheaper when you see the price, but then if you read the fine print, they charge so much per bag. The weight pound limit on the bags is 40 pounds instead of 50. So if you fly these other airlines and you're used to 50-pound limit, then you get dinged because you're over. Maybe you're at 42, and then you have to pay that that baggage fee for being over. They even charge for a carry-on other than your purse. They also, if you forget to print off your boarding stuff and that, when you get there, if they have to print it for you, that's a $5 fee. So pay attention to that fine print and the little fees when you're booking, just so you're not disappointed later. Southwest Airline, if you can find a good flight on that, the bags are free. So basically, I can take 2 bags a person for underneath, and I can take my purse and a carry-on for free. So, because sometimes we get stuff we want to bring back from convention, and you need more room than you go with. So I'll be taking 2 bags because they're free. So that's just kind of an FYI on that. I've got a convention Facebook page. If you're even thinking about going to convention or reunion, be sure and join that group, because that's where I'm going to start posting most of the information on, and that'll be everybody that's going or thinking about going, so we can brainstorm and everything else. Some of you have also already said you might be a single person, so you'd be tagging along. You will not be tagging along, because we're family and you're part of the team, and we always have the group page, and anybody that wants to be a part of the team and hanging out with somebody, there's always somebody that can be right there with you. I don't want anybody left out. In the past 4 years, they have given us reserve seating per director and superstar director, so all of my team has been all sitting together, except for the last time in Vegas. All of you guys were together, and I was back with another team because they messed up and thought I was a director of another team. But anyways, it has always worked out perfectly fine. And the year before that, when we didn't have reserve seats, Eric and Aaron went over bright and early, and Dwayne, and I don't remember who else, but they went, the husbands went over and blocked a section for all of us, so the team still got to all sit together. So you will not be left out, and you will not be a tag along, because convention is a great time for this team to bond and just have an awesome time. With that being said, the Velada convention is going to be September 10th and 11th at home office. So that might be something you're interested in. Tomorrow's training call, you can register now in the training center. It's going to be Corporate Dan Orchard doing a catalog. Can you tell I'm sick and on cough medicine? A catalog walkthrough. And so that'd be a great training to learn about the new catalog. Always take advantage of those trainings that are on your training tab in your workstation. It's a great resource that I think is really underused. And I think, and I'm sorry, I was trying to hurry because I always try and keep my videos 15 minutes or less so I don't bore you guys. I'm thinking the cough medicine is making me really kind of edgy. And I think that's it. I know this wasn't perfect, but as Becca Levi always says, you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. And when you wait until everything's perfect, sometimes it just doesn't get done. And here lately with my life and everything been going on with my grandmother, I've been doing too much waiting and too much self-pity, and Spring Sprint gave me just what I needed to get me back to where I need to be. Some of you guys have been on the team a long time and know the differences. Some of you are newer and don't know the motivated, energized me, just kind of know the, whoo, she's really having bad luck, me. Well, Spring Sprint filled my bucket. So when you're down and out, reach out to your Cincy team members, reach out to the trainings, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to me. We are all here for each other. So That's one of the things that's really great about this business. If you work really hard and build your business strong, even when rough times come, like they did for me, my business was strong enough. It didn't, it, I slowed down, but it still maintained. And now that I'm going to pick it right back up, I'm still perfectly fine. So, uh, just kind of 2 cents. And I know because of cough medicine, I've just been all over the place with this. But I told you guys last night I'd go over the convention stuff, and that's all I know about it right now. And that's all the notes I have written down. So those are the important things you need to know right now. I'm going to be scheduling a team meeting soon. If I don't go to, I'm thinking about going to Dallas for Superstar Director Heather Earl's 40th birthday party the last weekend of this month. But if I don't go to that, I'm going to be going and helping a marvelous new team member and her marvelous sponsor with their launch party. If I don't go to Texas, and then I'd probably plan the team meeting that weekend. If not that weekend, it'll be sometime in the first 2 weeks of March. So I am super excited for Convention and Reunion. I was so glad to meet so many of you I hadn't met yet at Spring Sprint, and I am looking forward to the upcoming things with Cincy. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.